back on deck, led out by Joey Tarpany. Not too many Raiders fans in the house.
Game will be absolutely vital for the Raiders. I want to see him get into the line, play tough and really open.
They're on a 3-game winning streak. They're also on a...
Well done, David Gillespie. James Graham. There's over 100 tonight.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Rodney.
Just to further on, Ron Raper passing away in the last fortnight, aged 80 years of age. Premiership Game 2 on this Super Sunday, and it is the Raiders to kick off. Carry of the night, and Raiders with 3 in there. You see the return of Noah Martin tonight. Stands out like a beacon tonight. And Bulldogs up on the front foot early of the night from Galvin. High down to Jen Stewart. Bulldogs compete, which is great.
Whereas his change of pace and acceleration to get to the contest.
Well, that's absolutely
terrific.
Well, how did that? Raiders starting with Paddy again tonight. And, of course, they have, you may feel differently, Michael, fielded there by Connor Tracy.
Surrender!
Let's go down to
turn around defensively tonight. They come up against a desperate Raiders side who play their first game here at a quarter.
Opponents in the first half scoreless in 2 of those matches. Galvin tips it along here to Salmon. Left edge tonight. Preston is named among the 6 on the bench. Galvin just tackled there by Dane Laurie. Bulldogs here with 2 tackles left. Kick off the upright.
Early, a number of set restarts causing concern for the defensive line of the Raiders.
Conceded.
Desperate lunge there
Harry
from
Hayes
Sanders.
The ball in the in goal. We have a decision.
It was enough jets.
Here with Hosking. Canberra 15 metres inside their own half. Laurie.
They're working over that right edge, aren't they, of the Bulldogs?
Back it goes for Sanders. Canterbury didn't compete, and Canberra only were half there.
Yeah, well, it was far enough out that the Bulldogs were comfortable to...
Talking about streaks, Bulldogs also have won 3 in a row here at a core. King really is them and us tonight for the poor old Raiders. Just
another great chase from Carraz. Just watching the Raiders defensively tonight, so it's
a fortnight ago his return was just sensational. He's such an improved player.
Yeah.
So the sideline, he says, I was held surely, sir. And sir says no.
Here for the Bulldogs.
Protocols are, if both feet are off the ground at any stage, the referee is obliged to say, start. So they can really set up here. Curran is the man delivering short. Offload from Thompson. Then on to Hayes. Crichton can't get his hands on the ball here. Bulldogs, the ball comes back. Savage takes off. They will have to keep playing.
Very quick to say that he didn't think Renakama got the ball down.
Wow.
And whilst Bulldogs dodged, and look at this, just in the back, into the backfield.
Wow.
Goes, and while all the Bulldogs go to gravitate to Renakama, he just pins the ears back. With Papali and Martin. Desperate stuff.
Try confirm. Canberra, Xavier Savage. They've pulled a rabbit out of a hat here to get their first try. Be disagreeing with the call. It's on the board. Sanders kick with the referee. And Sanders' first kick of the night is a beauty from the sideline.
Player he is. He forces the error, and then the one guy you don't want with the ball in his hands is Xavier Savage. He had a 200.
Feel pretty good about things. Canterbury fans sit a little stunned, it must be said.
What a carry from Joe Tarpany.
They have Big Papa to come in off the bench. Sanders under pressure from Kurt Mann. And this one down to Connor Tracy.
Bench.
Yes, it is. They're all going through their paces at the moment. The bookends of the Bulldogs.
Well, every time that Ricky Stewart's called upon, all of a sudden the Dogs, after a flying start, just a few little speed bumps here.
By 6 points to 0.
Just that white headgear's not getting any duller.
No, it's
glowing.
It's on the attack. Mariota to play it, 23 metres away from the line. Paddy to the right, Horsburgh and Sanders. Wasted ball there, 4 tackles up Raiders. Paddy no show of the ball. Trying to crash their way, captain. No challenge.
The one thing the Raiders need to do tonight, there's the one-on-one on the outside of Crichton or off Galvin.
13 and a half gone. Weeks hasn't touched the ball yet. Weeks, here he is, Kyle Weeks. Just caught by Stephen Crichton. Could be 10 on the ball alive. 20 metres away. Canterbury under a fair deal of... 3 metres away, he's tackled by Rinakama. Last play Raiders. Sanders.
Keep finding ways to get Weeks into the contest. Good defence from the Dogs.
A surprise they haven't kicked. Canterbury get to the last with Crichton. From inside the 40, picks out.
Well, no matter how good Cameron Ciraldo's defence...
Creeps over the 20-metre line by, I reckon, 37.8 centimetres.
One of his strengths, commentary box, to see exactly where it went out. Because the touchy didn't put his flag up.
This might be the barbecue tongs here that he's got out on this challenge.
Has proved a pivotal turning point because it was all Canterbury. They were on the back
foot. The line, Paddy's start has been good. That's his fourth 40-20 of his career as well. So it's great play by the Raiders and their cult hero. No one
cuts it across the body. And a huge play, momentum turning play from Sism. The line running. Noah Martin back into the sides.
Of the pre-season challenge these days. Fox League, we do every single game.
Yep.
And you remember...
There's the confidence that Ricky Stewart also has in him. Straight back into the side tonight.
So, Jake told the story. Noah Martin, so he suffers pulled up and loses 8 games of his season. The Raiders Red Bull with the heavy artillery on the bench tonight. Surely the strongest bench.
Get the ball back. There was 3 set restarts to the Dogs in the opening 8 minutes, and they were on the front foot.
Raiders 40 metres out from the Canterbury goal line again. That's a matter. Oh, it's making the most of Timoko this time.
Great tackle. Oh, boy.
Dangerous position.
Because he's left leg. Boy, come on.
Set. He's teamed down by 2 converted tries. They're loaded up on the right side. Coyote, when he gets the ball, he's looking to give you that second phase play. Back down. So easy. It fell into the lap of Zach Hosking without having to...
Cherier caught in field. There's 3 Raiders on the outside on the Harvey Norman replay. And try confirmed. Boy, that's a beautiful touch from Ethan Sand with Blaze Talangi. Then you had Lockie Galvin tonight, who's now the halfback of the Dogs. He with directions.
And Kobe is on the bench. It'd be in his head a little.
Absolutely.
Sanders here tonight. We had the Owen Paddy 40-20, and this man, Ethan Sanders, hasn't he been on fire. He set up the try throughout the year, back into the number 13 jersey, scores a try for the Raiders, and they're up 18-0.
Well, Bulldog. And their tails are up. It's 18 points to 0. Who's to say they tried the Canterbury half, but it's another completed set. Away to Sanders. Left.
The ball, the Bulldogs. 80-odd percent possession the last 10 minutes.
Bulldogs quickly through this set. 4 tackles. And Hayward kicks low.
Half looked to kick, but Curran charged into the space behind the ruck. It got messy for the Dogs.
As tackle bust and offload thrown in. Now for Sanders. Poke to the corner. Rinakama.
The class in the opening half from young Ethan Sanders, and the chase from Savage. I thought for a moment.
Line, and the Bulldogs will have possession. Canberra had to be a little more alert to that.
Timoko there, he needed to be a little closer on the sideline or communicating at least with Jed.
Lost the ball in the tackle. And penalty is the call.
Keep coming, Noah.
Set, Noah. What's actually happened there?
Noah. Go.
So, edge here for the Bulldogs. They're going to load up there. Crichton, Preston.
Okay, kicks on 3, coming to 4.
Wow, Stephen Crichton wound up there.
Let's confirm it's off Zach.
Absolute beauty. Doesn't wait for the game to come to him. Have a look at this. He is.
Canterbury on the edge, but no luck there for Preston. 30 metres away from the Canberra. This is bottom of the barrel stuff, the way their attack is going tonight.
Another disappointing error from the Bulldogs. They're really starting to creep up 8 now in the opening half.
Now, if the Raiders' handling stays on point, and they keep punching holes and they want to offload, touch in goal, more pressure on Canterbury.
Yeah, I like that. That's the raid on the outside of Rinakama, but Tracy always there.
But get lucky again.
Jacob Preston offside at the kick. Yep. Carraz.
And an offside, so you're right, just attention to detail and discipline, not only with the...
Tomorrow, the notorious one, Conor McGregor, back. He takes... Yeah, they're tight. They're sort of a thing.
Yeah.
Brothers.
Yeah.
A bit. But Canberra, 3 tries, and now 5 goals off the boot of Ethan. That. And later tonight, exclusive here on Fox League, Roosters and Eels. Completely on the 30-metre line, fighting on. Back to Weeks. Now for Sanders.
And Lockie Galvin, who is a tenacious runner of the ball, just one run at the moment. They just haven't...
From the first half, here against the Canberra Raiders. And again, I stand by what I said.
They are, I know it's stunning where they're sitting on the ladder with the individuals they've got in their side, but you're right. I think as good as the Raiders are leading 22-0, it's still the Bulldogs that are the story, Andrew.
You were talking about the Raiders. Welcome back this man tonight. Josh Papali'i with that carry and find themselves 22-0 up.
He's been awesome, Hosking. Scored a try, but been...
Tracy, Karma out on that left wing. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets tested a little. Been outplayed every other area. No question of that.
Oh, what an offload, Carraz.
Hayward there now, Crichton front. 5 tackles up here for the blue and whites. Hayward, they will kick from the short.
Surprise with Jacob Carraz, who is one of the best out of the backfield, and he's a prolific.
So Canterbury, they are lined out, a diagonal line here. Look at that. Look for Thompson. Caught in the tackle of Hosking and Horsburgh. Bulldogs 8 metres away from the line. That was Josh Papali'i there. Galvin jumps away from the tackle. He got a bit of a wedgie. Gets a little bit of luck at last. Jethro has had a really tough...
The Dogs have struggled this year on the Harvey Norman replay. It was a beautiful kick from Crichton. It was all the green machine. And the Dogs just roared home in the second half.
Watching, yes, Rinakama is a doubler. His tries this year, he has scored 4 before.
Top of you, the opposition in your face, and particularly as a winger.
Plays for the Raiders in the first half. Crichton backing up from winning origin.
From Ethan Sanders, and it was just relentless.
Reaction there. Shots here on Fox League. Canterbury get in the fight. Thompson.
He wants them to get back to defending well, build on field position and possession after making 9 errors.
About to come into the game, Bossy.
Strange will come on early in the second half. Was that planned?
Here it is. Look, it almost just drops.
To go on.
Go, last.
Could be a case of Laurie moving into the middle.
Oh, yeah, the right shoulder might have just hit the chin there.
Halfway here. 22 points to 4, but I think Canterbury fans Canberra here.
Hold me up. Don't go early, Jack. Hold. Go. No tackles yardage.
Right, so despite the fact they have only got the 5 tries off kicks they've shown since half-time, they've got the position in the second half. Sanders has got this floating bomb going again.
Yeah, that's a great shot on Fox League. That is a great shot.
Like he failed his driving test. He tackles Josh Curran. By the way, Leo Thompson, we've got Leo Thompson up at 35 tackles tonight.
Take 2 there over the top. Great for Preston. This is the contest. So Rinakama
for another 8 years, you can lock it in. Paddy now on a Strange, push along. It's a very modest gain in this set, 26 metres. Paddy lets one go.
Smarts of Paddy, knowing that the Bulldogs back 3 are overcompensating towards Rinakama, trying to protect.
5 metres away from the Canterbury line right now. Second 40-20 for Paddy.
On the back of the first 40-20 from Owen Paddy, it was Noah Martin charging through. Well, he has been wonderful. He was always going to be a great signing going down to the nation's capital. Points to 4, that's heartbreaking for them.
First chance they got inside the 20. Add to his tally here from right in front. And now we're over that.
22 points will be 24 in a minute that they have to try and find in 27 minutes.
Played 26 games for the Raiders last year, all 26 games, most of them off the bench. He didn't start the...
Wrong there, long and wrong, or wrong and long. You take your pick. Canberra with the ball. Now used Papali'i, they've used Hudson Young, and now Ethan Strange. There's Tommy Starling. Took it on the boot, would you? And it went straight into the man. Hands of Paddy. They've got another. Owen Paddy draws on his NFL quarterback best, and Hosking scores as well.
They're all just looking about. Savage backed himself, got the touch to a little bit of luck involved, but on the half.
Lionel Messi to Patrick Mahomes to Zach Hosking to score. That's a high.
It's been excellent tonight. And again, the kicking game of this man has really challenged the backs. And the scoreline now significant.
So that
It made us just love watching the Raiders last year. Look at this.
there. A 5:30 game exclusive to Fox, unlike a Friday night game last year when I said it's a penalty to
he got a couple of opportunities. And Sasangi, Raiders defensive line.
challenge or play on, and they won't challenge. The UFC tomorrow, Conor McGregor.
30 minutes
Canberra
back here, mate.
will
You
go
still
for
want a
their...
ticket?
Have had their challenges. They got the West Tigers who are in turmoil. As Starling about to come for them tonight.
Stunning night. Absolutely stunning. Just mentioning Kaya Weeks. So Kaya Weeks...
In fortnight's time against the Warriors. Here as Sanders continues the excellent night with the move.
And Fox League have put together paying tribute to Daniel Tupou and to those that contributed. The words of Trent Robinson. Now you watch the piece, you feel proud for the game.
Definitely,
when you see that.
He's just been an absolute. It's a great night for Daniel Tupou.
Hayward here for Galvin, Canterbury, King. Whether you're going to buy into the 6 and 7. Crichton's ball, there's Crichton forward. Rinakama gets...
Rinakama.
It's a knock on, guys.
Pressure.
Yet Crichton remains flat on his back.
It's been cleared. Just
Not even good at all. No, it's miles away from that. And Bunty got a great 2 chart.
Yeah, there
looking
you
at a time.
He's just gone. You can see there. Just is it shoulder or is it rib? It is
A big impact incident. And already cleared by the bunker, so
That's
they're not
right.
taking into account.
big, hasn't he, Martin? On return, work rate wise, is we see the shed.
Early bit of Parramatta start well. We've got a real big game.
Sean O'Sullivan's come straight to the sideline, so Stephen Crichton. Oh no, stretcher. Signal. So
Cause of problem is for Stephen Crichton. It's not even worth having a guess at it now. Becomes, you know, depending on what report we get back, an enormous moment for Canterbury's season.
from Martin, it was late, but as you said, it was just enough to
Able to get Stephen first onto the stretcher and then onto the Medicab. 36-4 scoreline. Very tentative with his move.
on Wednesday night, and that's a nice touch to set up the try for Rinakama, but
Here just on the incident, and just on one that certainly you do not attach injury to any possibility. Then, because they now know there's a problem, that they would.
no.
I'm thinking. So a real moment in the season. Canberra, in the meantime, will have possession and a bit of time.
Using his neck with his nerves and around that area, so they're just being ultra precautionary with it. The extreme amount of care being taken here with Stephen Crichton, and we hope that there is good news. We will give you more than
Crichton here.
It's unfortunate, but the Bulldogs, you're right, when you see a teammate in that sort of discomfort.
And Raiders with a 25 metres out from their own line.
Go to.
Here is Starling. Will he get a moment? In the pretty hard also for the crowd to get back into it after such a... Have a look.
And he's not happy with something here, Joe Tarpany.
The very least shown by Jethro Rinakama.
One-on-one steal from Ethan Strange.
Wow. Canberra comes Sanders.
Great tackle, Matt Burton.
That was a good little sleight of hand. Winner, winner, chicken dinner for the Colonel. Setting it up for Sasangi.
Strange just getting piggybacked around, and then he just rips it out of the grasp of Carraz. Tough to do. The accuracy there and kick selection from Sanders.
I feel like we've witnessed his graduation.
Agree.
And this is it. This is the graduation game. He's got the perfect...
A genuine halfback that's organised and called the shots, that's taken the line on, that's kicked the...
40 points to 4 is the scoreline as we draw closer to tonight. At the moment, Daniel Tupou, who I think he was a...
So far, what can we expect at Arlia? 66 points at KO State.
170 to 22 now for the away teams this week. Beating the home sides, Queensland. Tigers. There again. No, they're not. It was dropped onto the boot by Preston. And they got a penalty.
They got completely wrong. It's been a tough night.
Side, right and left.
Yeah.
And then they end up with a running rubber and got it all wrong. Flash back at home against South Sydney. That will kick off our Super Saturday next week. Weeks. Team performance from the Raiders. Tarpany and Sanders on to Noah Martin. There to Horsburgh. Forced to pass there. Probably shouldn't have done that. Well, definitely shouldn't have done it given the
Defensive line tonight.
Remember, this is a Canberra side last year that had a 19-7 record. More than that. Canterbury closed down there on the right edge. Sherry says that he was taken down.
Only had 5 runs. 5 runs. When you look at Matt Timoko, who's opposing him.
On that left edge. Yes, with possession. So Raiders bring it back. Here it was. Josh Papali'i back from injury tonight. Noah Martin back from injury tonight. 3.5 minutes to go. Burton throws wide. Carraz finds himself centre field. Backs his way over halfway. About 12 post-contact.
Harpany launching with the left shoulder.
Galvin, again, they gave a tip over the top. Play! It ended the Ants.
Look at this, Rossi. He thought he had a short side, then it was Sasangi low. At 40 points to 10, they just throw a little bit of caution to the wind, but maybe there's something in that for them on the way home.
I'm really happy for Canberra because rocks and diamonds. This is a diamond.
Martin reels him in again. He'll be sick of Martin. He'll have nightmares about...
Carver show resumes. Smothered there for the ball. O'Sullivan now. Drew goes 7. Support on the outside. Hayward was held up.
Space on the left-hand side. Look at this. Deep into the line. Got Strange sliding out. Third try. And, well, their last 2 tries have been nice and direct.
Anyway, but Burton puts it over. I've watched enough there to say I don't know whether Canterbury are capable of big...
But then all of a sudden, Kickout got injured and